What's good, y'all? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we do always start the show by being transparent. Didn't do any shows over the weekend, didn't make a couple bets, didn't win either. So I lost on Saturday and Sunday. I had Cavs minus 3.5, went in up by I think what 8 with about 4 minutes and some change left. They decided to, you know, let's try to just milk the clock, start every possession with 6 seconds left and throw up some bullshit and end up losing the game. And Saturday just probably wasn't a good pick. It was Phoenix plus 9.5. So 0-2 over the weekend. Now what 9-3 I think so far in the playoffs. See if we can bounce back here to start the week. Vino, great to be back with you. How's everything on your end?
Things are good. Skee. NBA was real good this weekend. 4-1, 3-0 on Saturday. 1-1 yesterday, but the larger play got there was me banging my head against a brick wall with Houston first quarter again, and they did get it done in the first quarter yesterday. I had that same play on Friday night that didn't get there. Came back with it at one, but Saturday, like I say, we swept. Um, Went to the prop board with Desmond Bain, points, rebounds, and assists over. Got there. I believe Saturday was Knicks team total over, which did get there as well. And I'm forgetting the other game now that was played that day. Whatever. It was a 3-0 day. It's 13-7, 65% since the playoffs started, Saturday the 18th. So we're good with that, Ski. Hopefully tack on to that here today.
So if you combine both, that's what 21-10, I believe. So um still, like we said, I have a bad day. Ravino cleans it up. Ravino maybe has a bad day or no picks. I clean it up. So that double the NBA court vision is working out. All right, let's get to today. We do have 3 games to talk about. First one looks like Pistons and Magic. Um, the total did come down, I believe. Sorry, I'm dealing with don't have all my usual screens and set up here, but yeah, total was 217 down to 214. The side is right around the opener, and I just screwed that up there. So a little bit of a zigzag. Magic, Pistons, Magic. You know, I can't help but think, this game just reminds me it's gonna be like game two. Like the Magic, a real outlier performance in my opinion. What they shoot like 40 something 46% from three. These dudes can't shoot. You wouldn't expect them to do that twice in a row versus a top 5 defense in the league. I just can't see it. I think the Pistons respond mostly defensively, like they did in that second game where they held the Magic to 83 points. And I think they get the W. So I like the Pistons. I bet the Pistons. I could be talked into a Magic team total under. That's the way I'm seeing this game so far. What do you think?
All right, so it did jog my memory. Saturday, the third winner was Orlando money line, plus $1.14. So that was the third play that got there. Here's Ski. I'm inclined to let the game go and just get back to the prop board. I mean, I may be wrong because it hasn't gone well so far, but I can't believe the 3 games Jalen Duren has put up to this point. They've dropped his points and rebounds total from 29.5 all the way down to 25.5 tonight. And there's got to be a game where he plays. I look at some of these quotes. Pistons' primary source of concern is Duren, who hasn't come close to his regular season average. But Cade picking up his teammate, he's confident. Last 3 games haven't been what he wants or what we might want from him. Whole team have no doubt. We have no doubt he's going to figure it out and he's going to get going and figure it out. I'm excited for the next game. I kind of see it the same way. He was so outplayed by Wendell Carter Jr. And I got numbers here for the series. He's been outplayed by Wendell Carter Jr. It's crazy. But I can't see him underperforming one more time in a sense of urgency spot. They need him. Cade's telling you he thinks that he's going to come out of it here or that he's capable of coming out of it. So I think that's the way I prefer to go in this game, just single something out that has been very much subpar, that shouldn't be subpar. So I think Jalen Duren, points and rebounds over 25.5. If I get a 17-9 game out of him for him, that's almost mediocre. But I think we'll get it tonight. So that's the way I would like to roll in this game. Oh, did I lose you? Yeah, we might be without Skee for a minute here, guys. Let's see if he gets back in. Looks like he's trying to get back in. But again, real quick before he jumps back, no real side preference, no real total preference here on that game. Just like the one prop.
Man, Vino, it's crazy. It's a good thing you're long winded because my connection just like cut out. I missed a lot of what you said. But
Well, I
I'm
stopped.
back now. I
I
connected
stopped
to
along the way, and then I picked up again, seeing that you were frozen. But
okay.
basically,
Appreciate
Skee,
that.
if you didn't, basically what I was saying was I like to just single it out and play the Jalen Duren points and rebounds prop. Number's been dropped from 29.5 to 25.5. He hasn't played well 3 games in this series. Cade came out and defended him and, said we haven't gotten what we need out of him yet, but I'm sure we'll get it in this game. Sense of urgency game. I just, you can't get outplayed by Wendell Carter the way he did and just not bounce back. And it's been an entire series this way. So the number's in a good spot now because they have dropped it down by 4. And, like I was saying earlier, if we get 17-9 out of Jalen Duren tonight, that cashes a ticket.
I could see it. I could see it for sure. I'll be on the Pistons side, but I definitely could see Duran, having a bounce back game. Thunder and Suns. This one I'm looking at from a little bit from a total perspective, but opened up what 211.5 up as high as 214.5. The side is right around where it started. I mean, I bet the Suns on Saturday. I feel like it was a good spot, good situation. It wasn't enough. I mean, Suns just don't have enough. It just boils down to they can't stop the Thunder. I mean, the Thunder have shot in 32%, I think, 2 games, still get about 120. I mean, they're getting about 120 every night versus Suns team if they're shooting good or not. Um, I think that's going to continue. I mean, you have lack of rim protection with Mark Williams, etc. They can't defend the Thunder. The only chance to stay in this game is to score with them. And I think in a elimination game, the writing's on the wall. You probably don't get the biggest, best defensive effort from the Thunder. I like this game to go over, Vino. What do you think here?
Yeah, I could see it. I chose to be more specific because I thought the number was off. Skee. Thunder first half team total is 55.5. 3 games in this series, they've scored 62, 65, and 65. That's 62 is their low. That's 6.5 points more than what the odds maker has listed this game at tonight. You need 56 to win, so let's say it's 6 more. And like you said, I don't see their scoring stopping here. The lack of rim protection certainly has a lot to do with it. I went back just last game because last game was the game where Jalen Williams did not play, hurt the hamstring in game 2. Just wanted to get a look at the first half numbers, watch the game, but couldn't remember exactly how the scoring went. SGA might have had 42 for the game, but in that first half, he had 17. Mitchell had 10. Caruso had 7. McCain had 7. The other Jalen Williams had 6. Kason Wallace had 6. Everybody still scored in the first half. And I didn't like this quote out of Devin Booker as far as defense is concerned. Booker said, talking about OKC, he says, overall, they're a well-oiled machine. They're champs for a reason. They know what they want to get every time down the floor, and they definitely know what they're doing on defense. We have some growing and some learning to do in those departments. And if you have growing and learning to do on defense, and OKC has already bashed you 3 first halves in a row, I feel like I'm just trying to take advantage of a low number here at 55.5. So I did play OKC first half team total over 55.5.
I like it. I mean, I expect them to name their number in this game. Um, I just can't help but notice the Suns' past couple games. I mean, they're getting to 100 points.
Yep.
You get to 100 points, you're going to get over this 213 because the Thunder are going to score 119 in my mind. So That's how I decided to play it. We both think there'll be some points, just a little bit of different ways in this game. Next, this game is today, right? Yes, T-Wolves and Nuggets. Nuggets are the big favorites after going down 1-3. Timberwolves lose Dante DiVincenzo for the season, ACL injury, right? And then Ant, I believe Ant is supposed to be out for a week or two or a couple of weeks or something like that. Ant won't be available. So missing quite a bit for this Timberwolves team. Aaron Gordon looked like, he's really banged up. He's laboring, just out there, just trying to do something. I'm not sure if he's going to play. Peyton Watson is out, but if I'm just looking at who's still available for both sides, it's hard to think that the Nuggets don't just destroy the Timberwolves tonight. Um, so I could only look towards the Nuggets minus those points. I still think that, you're going to continue to get that defensive effort. I mean, they've been called out, they're down, whatever the case is. The Nuggets are going to play defense. And Timberwolves, we know they can still play defense as well. So I can understand why the total's so low, especially with, a couple guys missing. Still would only be under or Nuggets for me. How do you see it?
I will say this, Ski. I'm going to just give out a play here that I recommended to clients yesterday. It's not often you get a shot to legitimately play a team down 3-1 to win the series, but I took a shot with Denver plus 119, down 3-1 in the series, knowing that the starting backcourt is gone for the rest of the series for Minnesota, knowing that it all starts tonight. If Denver wins tonight, the last three games, if all necessary, two are played in Denver. They basically, it hinges on you got to win tonight and you got to win one in Minnesota. But Minnesota, now are you going to get 43 from DeSumo again? Now
Mm-mm.
that Denver's seen it? I mean, that's just not happening. And I look up and down that lineup now, and I wonder where the big shot guy is or where the huge point performance is coming from. They've got a lot of great role players. Don't get me wrong. Naz Reid capable, McDaniel's capable, etc. But I don't know. Without Ant, without DiVincenzo, it just affects so many parts of the game. Forget the scoring for a minute, but with Dante, the rebounding from the guard position, the defense, the assist, all that stuff, and with Edwards as well. So for me, and listen, the way that game ended the other
Yeah.
night with Jokic running the floor, that
Mm-hmm.
team's coming home tonight as a former champ, proud as could be, and definitely been shut down offensively the last couple of games. So I think all of those things might be reversed here. But the one thing that I have recommended already is to just give a shot with Denver plus 119. If they win tonight and you go 3-2, which I'm figuring they will win tonight, got to get past one game in Minnesota. And I think it's possible Denver could win one game in Minnesota, come back home. So that's an underdog shot I took, Ski. If you're just looking solely at tonight, I just think Denver's been so, how do I put this? Been so, I don't want to say humiliated. It's a strong word, but their offense has been taken away from them. And somehow, some way, I think that offense probably shows up again tonight. So if you like side, it's a big price. If you want to find some way to play a Denver team total or a Denver or total in general, I could see it. I'd probably prefer some form of team total on the Nuggets
I
side.
like this play from dropping dimes. Nuggets first quarter.
Mm.
Jokic is gonna play majority of those 12 minutes. And if you just look at the available players in the starting lineup for both teams, one is clearly superior to the other, and maybe take advantage of that specific lineup right there with this first quarter. I think that's a solid look. All right, looks like that's a show for today. 14 minutes, quick and easy, three games here, Rob Veno. So let's get over to a little bit of promo before we get to best bets. Let's see what we still have going here. What do we want to do? I'll give a little bit of shout out to some different things. How about start with buy three, get three free? Comes out to 6 days for just $69. And if you would like to be involved longer, maybe a year, we do have the Ultimate All Access Pass. Comes out to under $4 a day. Hopefully, you guys can see that because my screen is glitching a little bit. Can't forget about this one. There we go. My screen works for this one. Double the NBA Court Vision, 3 days for $59, 45 and 23. Doesn't get any better. When I'm winning, I mean, if Vino's maybe losing and not playing, I'm winning, or we're both winning. Or if I'm losing, Vino's picking up the slack. We've been doing pretty good. Playoffs so far. I think we said 21-10. It's a good way to be involved with both of us. Um, we do have this too. I mean, WNBA is around the corner. I think it's what, less than 3 weeks now. Um, UFL is going right now. This includes the start of college football. I mean, it's tennis. It's a lot of different things you can get involved with here over at Wager Talk. So we'll shout that out. You know what? I'm gonna shout this out one more time because where I'm at right now, it's available, and not everything is available. So if you want, $10 free, you can't see it there, but trade 10, get 10. Use code Skee at Kalshi, and good way to put some of these best bets in for the show. Vino, on that note, I'm gonna pass it to you. Ask you if there's anything else you would like to promote, and if you have a best bet, we'd love to hear it. If you don't let them bully you. It's all right.
I'm just going to run back what you said earlier in the show, Ski, just as far as playoffs have been concerned for the two of us combined 21-10. That's better, almost 68% through the first full week. So, guys, if you are interested, we've been both running pretty good. Ski's been absolutely red hot through these playoffs. Yeah, I don't mind dropping a best bet today, Ski, because I'm all over the place with action today. I will leave you guys with the Jalen Duren prop bet I talked about, points plus rebounds, now reduced all the way to 25.5. Seems like a good way to get involved with a guy who's underperformed, a guy who we know has it in him to do much more than this, and in a desperate situation for his team tonight. And, the lead teammate on this squad, not calling him out, but actually having his back and saying, we know we'll get from him what we need. So for me, it's going to be Jalen Duren, points and rebounds over 25.5 is the best bet.
Good stuff, Vino. I'm over here playing with the producer, I'm trying to get Vino to look his thing to get a little bit bigger like this one here, but I guess I gotta work with it. All right, my best bet. I'm gonna go with the Pistons, man. That was a very that was an outlier performance for the Magic. Shooting 46%. They can't even shoot, bro. There's a team that really, I mean, if we're playing defense, the game plan is pack the paint, force everybody else to make shots. They made shots for one game. I'm not expecting them to make shots twice. I'll throw this out there. The Magic are 3-7 straight up in ATS this season after shooting 45% or better from deep. It's not gonna happen again. You know what I'm saying? This is a Pistons team that is top 5 defensively. We saw what they did after game 1. They suffocated Orlando, held them to 83. I think you'll get a game like that again here tonight. So I played Pistons minus 2.5. I think the 3 is good. I think they win this one closer to double digits. So that will be my best bet for the show. There we go. Vino, always appreciate you taking the time to cap these games with me. Helps my process. I'm sure it helps everybody else out there as well. And chat, we appreciate you guys. You help make the show what it is. So best of luck, everybody, on all your action. We'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll catch you all then.